All right, so here's the former UFC lightweight champion Frankie Edgar beat BJ Penn to win the belt back in 2010. Competed at featherweight for a while as well, but this was really a guy, DC, who popularized competing at the natural weight before it became all the rage.
Yeah, he just didn't want to cut weight. He told me also that because his kid wrestles, he won't make his kid cut weight because he doesn't cut weight. Why should he make him do something he won't do? But he fought where he felt most comfortable. He was not draining himself. And by not draining yourself to get on the scale, Frankie was able to fight with a pace that a lot of those 155-pound guys could not match. Frankie's a phenomenal wrestler, wrestled at Clarion University, coached at Rutgers University, but has developed striking under Mark Henry that is as good as anybody in the organization.
And when you bury him, what does he do? He comes back and shows you a vintage performance. Got knocked out by Brian Ortega, came back to dominate Cub Swanson just about 6 weeks later. Frankie Edgar back on the proving ground here tonight. Well, if you want to talk about a division being the glamour division in this modern era, maybe it's lightweight, and this is the man they are all chasing, the undisputed king at 155 pounds.
He's the champion of the world, the lightweight champion, a very difficult belt to capture. This is one of those titles that when you start, it seems like the journey is so long, it's so daunting, because those champions are tremendous. This guy knew from day one that one day he would hold that championship belt. He got there and he has been defending it valiantly. He's a tremendous champion and he loves the opportunity to once again prove that he's the best.
And it is interesting to look back at some of his early days in the UFC compared to this version. Night and day, we'll see how it goes for the champion here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars back inside the bubble.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Frankie the Edgar. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Benoit, God of War, Denis.
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. Good to have you with us tonight from T-Mobile Arena, the home of the NHL's Vegas Golden Knights, and the building in which DC shocked some of the MMA world at UFC 226, but this venue will always have a special place for me.
This venue holds a special place in my heart. UFC 226, I became the double champion.
Oh, a nice job by Frankie Edgar to get the takedown here. You got to think Ricardo Almeida and Mark Henry like everything that they're seeing out of their pupil here tonight.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Beautiful pass.
Frankie Edgar, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Ricardo Almeida and Renzo Gracie. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Lands the ground and pound strike. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing.
You gotta be careful here.
Lands a big elbow there. Oh, he gave up the back now, DC. Not good. Visual suffocating work from the top here by Edgar. Side control now. Edgar's back in full mount. Under 2 minutes here to go in round one. Good movement defensively here on the ground by Denis. Posture's up. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Big shots.
All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
45 seconds to go here in round one. Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, I mean, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't do is flat on your back, up on an elbow, and you have on the side, you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
What are you doing out there? Let's shake it off. We need to do exactly what we did in the gym. I want you to keep your hands up, keep moving your head, keep moving your feet, cut those angles, and let's change it up.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here.
That was a perfect right hand.
Lands a kick there with the lead leg. Nice work by Edgar.
This dude is hurt, but he's still fighting.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Takedown defense is there. Pressure problem. Benoit Denis fighting southpaw here. You do not want to let this man close the distance.
You don't want Benoit Denis to back you up. He's a big guy for the weight class. He's constantly moving forward into you, giving you too much information to process, and then he tries to level change and take you down.
Nice knee by Denis. Oh, and there is another knee. Man, those are doing a lot of damage to his opponent here in this fight. I'd be crying to my Cheerios in the corner by now. Ah. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. And now leather being thrown on both sides. Spinning back. Well, it took a while, but finally feels as though maybe he's hitting that flow state, and maybe the tide's going to turn.
You know, when you're fighting, you can't start to give up on yourself when things start to shift. The young man stayed the course, and now that shot may get him going back in the right direction.
Edgar's cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Ooh, pretty good uppercut. Immediately gets the underhook. Keeping busy here in the clinch. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
The bell of the round is over. He got stunned by a massive shot just before the end of the round. So now he goes back to the stool, wobbly a little bit. We'll see if the corner can maximize these 60 seconds and keep his head in the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Well, it seems like there has been an opening for that overhand all night long. Let's see if he goes back to it here. Straight punch there, lands on the counter. Nice job using his reach advantage there.
John, time and time again, he puts his skills on display. What a beast the champion is.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 34 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Benoit God of War
All right, so there he is, the still undisputed UFC lightweight champion. And when you're taking on lightweight #1 contender types and knocking them out like this, just scary to think just how high the